So, yesterday, we looked into the possibility that if you have an intention in life, you're literally set for life because you live into that forever, no matter what you do. Today, we're looking at the possibility of once we have the intention, what plan do we have to integrate it into our intention, which is a masterpiece. So to create a masterpiece that supports your intention in life. Yesterday I asked you to fill out all your goals on one page, whatever it might be, from things you want to buy, things you want to achieve in life, things that emotional intentions, who you want to become as a person. And today we're going to talk about masterpiece. How do we create a masterpiece that supports that intention? You see, legends aren't born, they're created. When we are young, we start getting conditioned that we were born in full joy and full happiness. Remember when we used to run around forever, we could run forever, it was just absolute childlike, it was absolutely awesome. And we want to tap back into that. We want to tap back into that beautiful joy that we might have lost along the way through adversity, through challenges. And today is about creating that masterpiece that brings that back into your life, aligned with your intention. So that's why I say legends aren't born, they're created. So I want you to create that legacy. A legacy, not that you have to rebuild the whole world or anything. A legacy, just basically, it could be just to become childlike again. Find that authentic self in yourself. So that masterpiece that we're going to chat about today is, how do we create that? How do we get there? What would your life look like if you could create and live into your very own successful masterpiece? Like every single detail. Remember yesterday I shared with you, when you wake up and you enjoy lavender, then put a little plant next to your bed of lavender. If you enjoy a certain song, tap it into your alarm clock. So when your alarm clock goes off, you've got this beautiful song. Create it every day that you're stepping into that intention that you want in your life. The same thing can be done with regard to being successful on an external level, on a financial level. Remember yesterday I said to you, what's your strength? If it's belly-to-belly meetings, then go do it. If it's making phone calls, then go and do it. If it is literally creating the most beautiful presentation, then go and do it. It's those small little strokes in your masterpiece that I want you to consider when you plan your masterpiece. So what I always say is this: fundamentally, a marksman aims at himself. Okay, so get what I'm sharing here. If I'm aiming at a Red Bull on the board, all right, fundamentally, I'm aiming, it is my emotions that I manage. I'm aiming at myself versus the board. Because if I'm aiming at the Red Bull and I'm full of noise and I'm not going to get it, I'm standing skew, my technique is wrong, it's about getting yourself right and you will hit the Red Bull. Do you get that? So a marksman aims at himself. And that's why it's essential that your target, your masterpiece, is something that's going to bring you into your greatness. All the time, 24 hours a day. Your Smiling Soul masterpiece, using the power of your word to create your life as a celebration, building up integrity levels so that confidence grows, setting positive intentions to power each day and choose. Your masterpiece is your freedom. It's not a discipline. Brett didn't say, this is your masterpiece, this is what it looks like. It's about creating freedom in your life. And so that when you live into it, you're really emotionally moved and touched about your day because you created it. A lot of times in life, we are literally in reaction to all our circumstances. And it's not a nice way to live. It's a disciplined way to live. So when we have this break from after lunch until this evening, I want you to consider all these little bells and whistles that you want to add into your life. That's in line with those goals that you want to achieve. You literally have a blank canvas. Create your life in detail. You see, when you put yourself in the right environment, you prosper. If I take an orange seed and I put an orange seed in Iceland, it's not going to grow. However, if I put that orange seed in Tahiti with perfect conditions, I can sit on a deck chair, have a beer, and it will grow automatically. So your masterpiece is literally taking your own seed and planting it in an environment that you will prosper in. If you are like the seed in Iceland, you're basically living in reaction to life. There's no creation. We are born to create. I told you, I shared yesterday with you, that the universe never stops. It's always creating, and we are part of that. So I invite you to create that. Put yourself in Tahiti, in your perfect conditions so that you can prosper. Is that we've put times and dates on these goals, on the things that you have created. We've put there 1 month, 6 months, 1 year. There was this guy, I want to just share with you, there was this guy who was very, very religious. He used to wake up every day, but he used to say, please, God, please give me a red Ferrari. And every day, the red Ferrari wouldn't come. Years later, please, God, I'm looking for a red Ferrari. Eventually, he gave up on his religion. He says, no, God's not listening to him. He ends up in an old age home, on a Thursday where they take everyone to the casino. And the guy gets off his wheelchair and they push him off the thing and zzz, goes down, and they wheel him into the first machine that he sees. He takes out his coins, he slots it in, and he presses go. Next minute, the whole casino lights up. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling, and he looks up and he sees that he's won this red Ferrari. And he says, God, I can't drive, I'm too old, I can't do anything. Why the hell would you give me the Ferrari now? And God says to him, because you didn't give me a time and address when I should deliver what you're asking for. It's essential that you tie up these little details. A friend of mine that I was coaching said to me, I want to meet a beautiful woman. So I said, all right, cool, is that your context? He threw it out there. A couple of months go by, I see him again, I said, how's the beautiful woman working out? He says, well, I actually did meet a few, but they weren't, the right size for me, the right boob size, the right color hair, I said, well, my friend, but you just said you wanted to invite beauty. Then go into detail about what that looks like for you. Go into exact detail. What sort of personality in that woman do you want to meet? What sort of detail do you want her to look like? And to the degree that you have detail is to the degree that the universe can answer you. Being absolutely specific. So your masterpiece, get it absolutely specific. Otherwise, we're living on hopium again, hoping that something will work out. Create your masterpiece and flow with your natural talents. Think about what you are here for, your beautiful talents, and create it accordingly to that. Once you have created these things, for example, let's just say you want to start gym. You will be challenged for the first 21 days or so. You will be challenged. I don't want to go to gym. This is hard. This is challenging. I've put this in my masterpiece, but it's so hard for me to do, etc., etc. The neural path in your brain triggers paths. Like when we were younger and you wanted to walk to a mall, and there was long grass, and there was always a path somehow that led to the mall. If you see that path, people have walked on that path all the time to get to the mall. If you want to change direction in life, and you start walking through the long grass another direction to the mall, before you know it, that old path's grass will grow, and the new path will start being stronger and stronger and stronger. And before you know it, there's no thinking, there's no struggling through the long grass. It is a path to your destiny. And the other old ways of doing things will start becoming difficult. And your new way will become easier. Your brain works like that too. It creates neural patterns. And they say that after 3 weeks, and I've put this to the test and we're all different, but scientifically, biologically, they've proven that if you consistently do something for approximately 3 weeks, it becomes embedded organically in you.
But anyway, I have to just say, some people take actually much longer, and some people take a week. On average, it's 21 days.
Yes, that's what I shared earlier. We're all different.
They mustn't be hard on themselves.
Don't be afraid to do things different and create a life in a different manner. A masterpiece is a guideline to making your soul smile all the time, in all areas of your life. So if you want to add in, I want to walk in, I want to go to the beach once a week with my dog. I want to start something that makes my soul smile versus something that I'm not. Like I mentioned to you, the pottery. Start those new things, but your masterpiece must make you want to live. It must make you want to smile. It must make you want to have joy every day. So that in the morning you don't even need discipline to stand up. You're going and you've created something that you want to live into that's very inspiring. That you can feel your soul smiling. There's no discipline. No matter how much running around you have to do in the day, it won't get to you. Because like I said in tennis, you can play for 3 hours and enjoy it, and you don't even know how much exercise you've actually had. For example, you heard yesterday I shared with you that my intention is to create a ripple effect of love. So now what masterpiece do I create in doing that? Well, I set up talks to share that. I set up retreats to share that. I train sportsmen, individual, but my masterpiece is created to support that ripple effect of love. And I want to invite you to consider right now, where we are right now is part of my masterpiece. I wanted to share this love and bring a group up here. And standing here right now to feel so fulfilled, being able to do that, is so much joy. My soul is smiling all the time now being here with you guys and sharing this and seeing the joy and learning so much from you guys as well. What would your top of the Himalayas look like as well? It's worth it. It is so worth committing to that lifestyle. And that is what your masterpiece is. It supports your intention to step into your greatness and to create your own legacy. That your time is right now. We've been living, and we might have been in reaction for 50 years, 15 years, it doesn't matter. Whatever it is, you have the ability right now to start anew. Some people have left their jobs when they get back from things like this. Some people have upped their game where they are. But it's worth it. Create a masterpiece that makes your soul smile, and you will feel like that all the time. Why? Because you are in love with life. Okay. Did you enjoy this morning being up here?
Brilliant.
Stunning, huh? It's a really peaceful, joyful place. And the first time we came up here with Bert and Rapali and Stephen, and we were filming the documentary, What Makes Your Soul Smile. And we just thought we have to bring people up here and share this. It's so cool.